Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. A very warm welcome to you. My name's Emily and I am a knitter, crocheter, very occasional sewer. We've not had any yet, but I do it, it's just I haven't done any recently. But anyway, today's episode is my month-end wrap-up for June. So I'm going to be covering projects that I finished in June, just a little overview of the numbers, how many WIPs I've got in progress at the moment, and any plans that I have for July. So without further ado, I'm going to get stuck in. Hello again everyone, hope you're all doing well, that you've had an absolutely fantastic week, that you've got wonderful plans for the weekend. I have had, so far, it's Wednesday for me, I'm recording in advance of Saturday when you will see this video. So far my week's been okay. I'm very tired though because I'm back. Last week was my first week back at work since being on holiday, and yeah, you know, it's very tiring. But yeah, this week's been alright so far, and I'm kind of hoping that the rest of the week will be okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be lovely. And the weekend, so far no plans. There is a race at Silverstone. We don't live too far from Silverstone. And yeah, basically the roads come to a standstill. So we're going to hunker down, I think. There is a race at Donington as well, so we might go off to Donington at some point and have a little mooch. But yeah, Grand Prix. Always fun times around here. Locals tend to, yeah, hunker down, basically. Not dealing with that traffic, thank you very much. Right, so I'm going to get stuck in. I'm going to try not to let this drift on too long because I've noticed my videos have been getting very long lately. My apologies for the waffle, but again, I'm going to be having chapters. So if ever you want to skip any point or jump to a specific point in the video, please feel free. That's what the chapters are there for, hopefully to make it a bit more user friendly for yourselves and just to make it a bit easier so you can skip to what you want to watch. Right, without further ado, I'm going to jump in to the finished objects for the month of June. I'm pretty sure I said that this was my June month-end wrap-up, but anyway, June month-end wrap-up. I have some finished objects to show you that I finished in the month of June. So without further ado, I'm going to start with this absolute gem. Here she is. This is Ruth the French Hen, designed by Toft, Kerry Lord of Toft. And this bird is one of the 12 birds of Christmas. I nearly forgot then, that's terrible. Yeah, so she's one of the 12 birds of Christmas. I think you can just about see up here are the other two. So that one is, oh, I'm completely digressing, but I've completely forgot again. Who are you, mate? I think it's Felix. Felix the partridge, Beatrice the turtle dove. Yes, I think that's right. And then this is Ruth the French hen. She's the third bird of Christmas in the Toft books. If I bring her closer, you can see her there. I think I've done her eyes a bit far apart. I think that's why she looks a little strange. I'm not sure, but her hairdo is wonderful. This is, I think it's a loop stitch. So you just basically do a long chain and then you crochet it back into the head. It was very good fun. I think Toft's loop stitch looks a lot more perky than mine, but anyway, she looks ace. I love her hairdo. It does look really good. Standard Toft bird. Again, I think I've put her wings pointing back a bit too far, but if I bring them forward, you can see that she's got this lovely loop stitch tail as well. Really like her. Let's put her wings back. There we go. So you can just see the little ruffle there. There you go. I think she's brilliant. I love how neutral she is as well. She's really lovely, and I love these legs. Loving these legs. So that is Ruth. She usually sits up there with the other two, but for this specific purpose, I'm showing you today. So that's why she's here. But yes, this was finished object number 1 in the month of June. Yeah, I think I'm doing all right with the birds. They have paused a little bit. But yeah, hopefully next month you'll see another one. The next finished object that I finished in the month of June, and I completely forgot about these. I completely forgot that I finished them in June, but they are my Very Veronica socks. The pattern is by Twinset and Pearl, and the yarn is dyed by Botanical Yarn. So there we go, let's show those a bit better. These were part of Botanical Yarn and Twinset and Pearl collaborated, and they're doing a sock club. These are from August, or was it July? Ooh, no, I can't remember now, and I don't have the pattern to hand, which is terrible. These were either July's or August. I've got a feeling they were, hang on, 1 minute. I've got the other one here. So, no, wrong one. I thought it was more to hand. Is it to hand? Oh. Very professional. Oh, one of my favourite bags, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. Love this bag. Let me check what... they were Augusts. It's alright, I've got the next set of socks to go here, the Sock Club socks, and these are September's. So that tells me that these were Augusts. August 2022's Sock Club socks. Yeah, I really enjoyed these. You can see that there's very, very beautiful lace work that goes throughout the sock, basically. Absolutely beautiful. Again, love Twinset and Pearl's designs. The only problem that I had with these socks is, are you ready for this? There you go. One sock is a lot shorter than the other. Yes, I know. I don't know what I did. But when I hold them together, I can see, hang on, let me put them properly, there we go. It looks to me, so I've got a cuff difference. So that tells me that I've missed a repeat somewhere. Either I've counted the cuff stitches in with the length of the length of the leg. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of, is that I've counted these stitches in with the full, what should have actually been the full leg, if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. I think that's what I've done. Sorry, I've got hay fever. It's been running rampant at the minute, but I think that's what I've done, which is a real shame because they're beautiful socks. They took me ages because of all the lace work, but yeah, there we go, that's them. That is the, you can see that a bit better now I've opened it up a bit. Beautiful lace work, and that's all down the front as well, and all down the back on the leg. Forgetting the construction of socks there. So those are my Twinset and Pearl Botanical Yarn Sock Club from August 2022. So I need to start in September's because we're going to get to September soon, and yeah, they're not going to be done. Right, now, excuse me 1 moment. Let's control the nose. I have one more finished object for you that I started and finished in the month of June. Now this project I finished really, really fast, and I don't have the pattern to hand, but never mind, you'll see it because it's a finished object. So the final finished object that I have for you is this bad boy. Let me hold that closer. I've got an really itchy nose, oh my goodness. So this is a yarn cozy Lite by Nitty Natty. So what this is designed to do is to just hold a skein of yarn. So if I didn't want to take it out, but I might do. There we go. So there's my skein of yarn that's all caked up and lovely. This lovely yarn is by Boscastle Yarn, and it's called Gorse and Granite. I can't wait to use this. Let me just open up the label because it's beautiful yarn. It's beautiful. There we are. Boscastle Yarn, a UK based dyer, and Tanya's yarns are just absolutely stunning, and this is her Gorse and Granite colourway. That's the skein inside of the yarn cozy. The yarn cozy itself, let me take that out, is, there you go, it's just looks like that when I've not blocked it. I didn't really see the point in blocking it, although the pattern does say to block it. I haven't, just because it's going to be stretched out over the cake of yarn anyway. So that is the yarn cozy. Natalie gives you a couple of options in the pattern for this rib work. I chose this one, which is the lovely twisted kind of, it's not, is it a twisted ribs? It's like faux cabling, and I absolutely love it. I think it looks beautiful. Now this particular yarn that I used is West Green Loft yarns, and it is, I can't remember the name of the colourway, but it's one of the ones that I used in my Find Your Fade shawl. It was the first colour that I used in my Find Your Fade shawl. So I think, is it Sutherland or something like that? But yeah, it's beautiful yarn, and I had loads left. So I thought, why not? I'll make a yarn cozy. And yeah, I'm really, really pleased, and I absolutely love it. What I normally do with my yarn, let me grab this one, and as an example, I usually cake it up, and then I put the ball band in the middle of the cake of yarn so that I know exactly what yarn it is. So I'll use up as much as I need, and then I'll chuck it in a bag somewhere. But I'll always have that ball band in the middle that tells me what yarn it is. Now, with the yarn cozies, the idea is that you pull the yarn from the middle of the ball, the middle of the cake even. So that means that I wouldn't be able to have the label in the middle. So what I have done is I've put the label around the outside like that, and then I have, I'll try and do this as gracefully as possible, and then just pop that in to the cozy, just stretch the cozy over, and there you go. Everything's there. It's tidy, it keeps everything tidy, and then just pull from the middle. And that will be, keep everything together, keep it all tidy. And yeah, I really, really like these. I wasn't going to make one when I first saw them. I thought, what a great idea, but I don't need them because I need to pull from the middle. I have heard, I think Natalie said that she has heard of people pulling it from the outside and it still works. I'm not going to do that because I feel like it's going to cause a bit too much resistance. So I'm going to try pulling from the middle, see how I get on. And yeah, I'm just really, really pleased because it means that all of these, all the loose yarn around the edge isn't going to unravel. I'm not going to have yarn loose in the bag because when I was doing my Find Your Fade, I had 7 skeins of yarn that I'd caked up. I mean, I shouldn't have caked them all up at once, but I was excited. So I had 7 cakes of yarn in my bag and there was yarn everywhere. It was getting tangled. It was a nightmare. So had I made these earlier, that would have eliminated that problem and I'd have just had these, keeping everything neat and tidy, which would have been fantastic, but I didn't. I do now though, so I'm very, very pleased. So this is the Yarn Cozy Lite by Nitty Natty. She does a crochet version and she also does a version for 50 gram skein balls and 20 gram, I believe. So yeah, check them out. They are fantastic. Right, so those are all my finished objects that I finished in the month of June. 3, it's not bad. I like the diversity of them. I'm very pleased. I would have liked a garment, but yeah, we didn't get there. We just didn't get there. Okay, so my next section is my works in progress numbers. Now, I have decided that I am going to scrap, I'm just going to scrap trying to finish 2 objects before I can cast something new on. I think you may have noticed that I have stopped that because my WIPs have gone through the roof again. I want to get a lot done and I want to finish a lot of my paused WIPs, but although finishing 2 so that I can cast one new thing on was great, it was working great, I just felt that I wasn't getting through projects as freely and as comfortably as I wanted to. So I have since scrapped that. It may come back, but for now I've scrapped it and I'm just going to give you the numbers that I have. So at the end of May I had 10 works in progress. That's excluding gift WIPs, that's excluding my scrappy projects. Those may come back into it, I'm not sure, but these are just works in progress that are solely for myself and yeah, or my business, one of the two. But yeah, it was 10 at the end of May. Since then I had technically 2 finished objects, although you've seen 3. The Yarn Cozy Lite was actually cast on and finished in the month of June, so it wasn't counted. I'm not counting it in these numbers basically. that's the end of. So that's 10 works in progress, less the 2 finished objects, which gives me 8. And then I cast on 7 objects in the month of June. Yes, I did. A lot of that is because of holiday and wanting to try stuff and just wanting to be free to cast things on. So that's what happened. And that gives me, at the end of June, I have 15 works in progress, which is still not bad. It's still not bad. As I said, 2 of the projects that I actually cast on were for holiday. So that's where those have come from. But yes. Okay, so the next section that I have for you are my plans for the month of July. I have a couple of plans. I'm quite excited about them, and unfortunately they've been plans for the last couple of months. But one of them I will definitely be casting on. I lost my train of thought then. My stomach's rumbling. If you can hear it, I apologise, but it is, oh yeah, it's way past lunchtime. Yeah, so I have had lunch, but I wouldn't mind having lunch number 2 anyway. My plans for the month of July, one of them I am definitely casting on because it starts tomorrow, for me, tomorrow. It will have already started by the time you see this video, and that is, where have I put my paper? Here it is. And that is this lovely Surprise Sock Along by Stephen West. They are the Contrast Blast socks, and I'm very excited. It definitely is tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, July the 6th. Thursday, July the 6th is when the first clue is out. So I am very, very excited to be taking part in this. I did say that I was going to show you a couple of colourways because I couldn't decide what colours to use. I have since decided, so yeah, I didn't put out which colour should I use post. I didn't put that out, my apologies, but I have now decided. There is a chance I may change my mind prior to this video coming out, but for the minute I think I've decided. So I'm going to go with these 2 colours. They are yarns that are dyed by myself. My brand is Apex Yarn, and all my colours are dyed inspired by motorsport. I'm a huge motorsport fan, mostly the WEC, so World Endurance Championship. I'm not that fussed about Formula 1, but yeah, it is one of those things. This colourway though, these are dyed inspired by the 1969 GT40 that won Le Mans back in 1969, obviously. But yeah, so it's the Le Mans winning car in 1969. I love a GT40. They're one of my favourite cars. I'm getting far too waffly. Anyway, these are my colourways. So a lovely pale blue and a lovely bright orange. And yeah, they're just classics. I mean, if you've ever thought of a motorsport livery, it would be the Golf colourway. And these were colours that I just had to dye because they're just so classic. But those are my colourways. So I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to seeing these 2 play together in the way that Stephen's going to design. So I'm quite excited, and yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait to do this sock along. I love Stephen West patterns. I've never done a sock before. I know he's got a couple of patterns out, a couple of sock patterns that look really intriguing, and I have been very tempted. But as of yet, I haven't. So I'm even more excited to get that cast on. By the time you see this video, I should be well underway with the sock. There may be photos on my Instagram. I know I'm not very good at posting on my Instagram, but yeah, I will try my best. I need to get better at it, I know. But those are the first plans that will definitely be cast on in July. The second plan, I'll show you this one first actually. This one has been, where's the book? Here it is. This one has been in the planning for a couple of months. And I think last month I said I wanted to cast it on, and obviously it didn't happen in June. But I'm hoping to make it happen in July. So the first pattern is, well, it's not the first, is it? It's the second, because I've already shown you the socks. Ooh, it's been a while since I've done a month end. The second plan for July is a crochet pattern, and it is the Sacred Woods. Let me just double check. Yeah, it is the Sacred Woods by Janine Miska. And I absolutely adore that pattern. How beautiful is that? It's just, oof, love it. I'll try and bring it closer so you can see the details a bit better. I love that side split. It's so deep and beautiful, and I can't wait to, yeah, it's all right. That's just all the blurb and sizing and yardage and everything like that. So, oh, it's beautiful. It's so lovely. I've been showing you that for a little while, and I've also been showing you the yarn, which is this one. This is Paint Box Yarns, and it's Wool Blend Worsted. And the colour that I've got here is shade number 21. Now, I'm pretty sure there are colourway names on the website, but I cannot remember what the colourways names were. So I should probably look that up, and then when I next talk about it, hopefully have more information for you. But the shade number is 21. They should have both on there, the colourway name and the shade. This particular yarn, this Wool Blend Worsted, is, on the way, there we go, is a mix of 25% wool and 75% acrylic. It is nice, actually. Yeah, it is nice. You can definitely feel the wool in there. Yeah, no, I'm quite excited to work with this. Now, I have, little spoiler, I have swatched. So this is my swatch. I can't remember if this was the actual, I think this is the actual swatch that I've just about got gauge on. I believe that my my stitch count is good. It's just my row count isn't so good. I think I'm a bit short on the row count. And possibly one too many on the stitch count. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But yeah, I will have to double check my numbers again. But there is my first swatch. I'm going to have another little play and just see if I can get anything closer. I do have a new hook on the way, one that's smaller than what is in the pattern, because this is actually a smaller hook than what's in the pattern, because I used the hook that was in the pattern and it just, I was wildly out. So yeah, I knew I needed to go down a size in hook. But yeah, that is my swatch, and I'm hoping to cast on in July. So that is that one. And then the other one is a pattern, again, that I've been showing you for ages, and I haven't cast it on yet. And I think I haven't cast it on because I've still got some very large projects that are still in progress. So once I can get those large projects off my needles, then I can start. So the next project, next and final plan for July, is this beautiful sweater by Andrea Mowry. It's called the Pink Fizz, and it's just beautiful. Look at that stunning lace work. It's going to be quite a challenge, because yeah, that lace work is going to take ages, and it's fingering weight. So yeah, it's going to take a while. But I have all the yarn. I've been showing you this for a while. These are my yarn choices. I have Debbie Bliss Rialto 4-ply, which is 100% wool, in the colour 22034. And then I have, I may as well get them out right now. So that's that one, Debbie Bliss Rialto 4-ply. And then that's the colour 22034. Beautifully soft. This is stunning yarn. It's very bouncy, very soft, and just, ooh, yeah, a dream, I would say, a dream. And then I've got this lovely colour to hold with it. This is my mohair, and it's, let me check, it is in here somewhere. It is 75% mohair, 25% silk, and it's Drops Kid Silk. There we go. Oh, and the colourway. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Where is the colourway? Where is the colourway? It's got to have the colourway. Ah, there we go. Oh, this is the one I've used. A little spoiler there. The colourway is 03. There you go. You can just about see that there. 03. Yes. So I've had these for ages, and I've been meaning to cast on for ages. I have done a swatch. It's not blocked, but I have done a swatch, and there it is. So you can see the two knit together. This swatch is very loose intention. So I have gone down a needle size. I did re-swatch because I'm limited on the colours, and I did try and get some more of this, but I couldn't find it. So I'm guessing, oh, and I think I tried to get some more of this as well, and the dye lot had changed. So I'm stuck with what I've got. So I didn't want to go crazy with the swatching, but I thought I'd leave this one because I'd already swatched and show you. So you can see that there. It's got a very slight purple hue to the pink, and it's beautiful. See if that, I think it's going to look absolutely stunning. It's just got this beautiful haze going on. As you can see, the mohair fluff is just, well, it's just everywhere, isn't it? Basically. But that is my swatch. And so my intention is to cast both of those sweaters on in July. I'm so sorry for all the jumping back and forth. I completely forgot once I got to the end of my plans section that I totally missed out the numbers. You probably don't need the numbers anymore, to be fair. But I think, as I will have explained, I'm going to scrap the I need to finish 2 to cast on 1 because I'm not that bothered anymore. I just want to cast everything on again and just go through at my own pace and enjoy. So that's what I'm doing. So I think that wraps everything up for today. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you have an absolutely amazing rest of the weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.